Have Steppin with Marcus J. We're going to go ahead, get ready to get on out of here and end the show as we do every single week. We always give our guests an opportunity to get their last words.
Last rights.
And before we end up the show.
Tony not coming back.
Yeah. Love you, boy. Ain't no hashtag with Marcus. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and end the show with the rants and the closings. Leading off, we got Miss Tony, girl. What you got?
First off, I want to say I had a blast with you guys as always. Thanks for having me. Just want to remind everybody, with the holidays here, everybody's going to Christmas parties and things like that, having a good time with your family, friends, coworkers. Please, please, please be safe when you drive. We talked about earlier the incidents. It's drunk driving. It's not always the people who are in the vehicle with the person who is driving under the influence. A lot of times it's the innocent victims who are affected. So just be cognizant of that. Know your limits. Have a designated driver before you even leave the house, even if you're not planning on drinking or not going to drink too much. Just be aware of that. You want to bring in the new year with people who are here with you now. That's it.
Ain't no half stepping with Marcus J. That's Miss Tony. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so much for being with us. You can find Tony here with us on Ain't No Half Stepping with Marcus J. every single month on the second Monday of the month. Ain't No Half Stepping with Marcus J. We're going to keep it moving, and it's time for your man Carlton Banks. He's asking, or we're asking him if it's unusual. What's up, brother?
Well, this is unusual for me to say this. Ruben, congratulations to the ODU Monarchs for not having a damn defense this weekend and giving up 500-plus yards basically to a running team. The triple option whipped that. I'll say it. They whipped that ass this weekend. Congratulations to the ODU Monarchs for getting their asses handed to them. Seriously. Dude had 500 and some yards rushing. I think they threw like 3 passes in the whole game, and one of them was on 4th down, and they got it. Seriously, it was that kind of a day for them. But all in all, congratulations to the small schools and the Division I AA and Division II schools. Shout out to Winston-Salem representing the CIAA and the Division II championship game. Again, Ruben can't really say much over there because I'm going to get back on how ODU could not stop the damn run. It's 3 guys in the backfield with a quarterback. Key one of them. If you stop that one, it's a done deal. Call a 5-2 defense. I don't know why you didn't rush the game tape, why your defensive coordinator didn't decide he wanted to get out the 4-3 or the 3-4. A 5-2 defense, a 5-3 defense. You know they're not going to throw the ball. Hell, put all 11 men in the box. That's how bad 500-plus yards rushing is. Yes, they led the nation in rushing, a 327 average. But when you have 500 put up on you, and they just handed your ass to you, damn, Smokey.
You all right over there, man?
I'm all right. Yeah, Ruben is a loss for words. Look at him. He's like, I don't know what I'm going to say.
Yeah, Big Rope is Carlton Banks just gave you a little bit to think about, and he had his moment. It's not unusual. We appreciate it. Big Rube, you ready to smash him, man?
Of course. Of course.
All right. What you got, bro? Big Rube? It's time for the smash, bro.
Big Rube, to smash. Before I get started, yes, big up to the Old Dominion Monarchs. We had a very successful season. We went 11-2 this year. We did lose on Saturday. I appreciate that. The only question I have for Carlton Banks is, when's the last time we saw Virginia State on a nationally televised football game? That's right, never. Now, back to my rant. I give a lot of people a lot of crap because I, am not perfect. I do have some interesting morals. However, when it's all said and done, I really feel like that people should just own up to who they are, and it is what it is. I make no excuses for myself. I don't think other people should make excuses for themselves. However, you shouldn't be just incredibly over the top and just dumb. And I say all that to say this. My war with Chris Brown has ways to continue. You know, the dude gives me more ammunition every day. I've never met Chris Brown. I dislike his last album because I feel like the stuff that you say you shouldn't be selling to 15-year-old girls. But that's beside the point. You know, great. Chris Brown got back on Twitter, I think, a week and a half ago. And he's on Instagram, too. He sent us a nice picture with him and Rihanna enjoying, maxing, relaxing. Look, man, I don't give a crap about what you do. I don't. However, when your crap sees into my TV and on my internet, then we have a problem. Because everybody likes, for whatever reason, I don't know if they like Chris Brown or there's just like the drama that he brings. I think it's the drama that he brings. He left Twitter. I was very happy with that. I would have had a party, but I didn't want to spend enough money for it. But now he's back on Twitter. Now I'm on Instagram. The dude's on Instagram. I'm not gonna be following that guy because I think he really makes young black males really look bad. I feel bad for us. But all I got to say is, man, if you're gonna hook up with Rihanna, y'all can get married, have kids, whatever. Do your thing. A Facebook picture went around with Kanye West and his woman Kim Kardashian looking all googly eyed at each other, and then you see Jay-Z and Beyonce looking at them like they crazy. You know. Now, whether that's true or not, I really have no idea. However, it's a good picture. Keep all your private stuff in the private. I don't need for you to coming out onto my basketball game that I'm watching looking like you ready to jump on each other, have sex right there. I don't need any of that. You know? I don't care the fact that, oh, I got a new perfume out and when everybody smells it, it's going to be great. Okay, that's marketing. Let your people handle that. You know? My thing is, I don't care about all these stars putting their faces in front of my TV. I can't watch a commercial. I can't watch the news by hearing about somebody doing something idiotic, a.k.a. Lindsay Lohan. People who follow these people who like these people, whatever, that's your prerogative, that's cool. But don't become like these people. These people are annoying. And they give us news that we don't need to really deal with. Because it's not news. If you want to look at a whole bunch of not news, go to Fox News. They'll give you a whole bunch of not news. You know, but if you want to look at real news, just look at something else, and when they come on TV, just turn it. It's Big Rube, it's a smash, and I'm out.
Big Rube smashing them as he does every single week. I want to know what it is going on with you and Chris Brown. I mean, really. I mean, I get everything that you said. You know, it all makes sense. But I'm thinking you want to punch Chris Brown in the face.
You know, I don't want to punch Chris Brown in the face. I want to sit him down and be like, stop being an idiot. Because you have way too much money, way too much notoriety. And you know what? You can actually be positive for our people. And you sit there and acting the ass all the time when you're on TV, you're on Twitter, and on Instagram. I mean, just stop acting the ass. That's all I have to say. If you stop acting the ass, I'll stop talking about him.
You know, it reminds me of a saying that one of my dear friends, Miss Tony, always likes to use the phrase, acting a donkey. That's your phrase, girl? Yeah. And I say it because you said it. Ain't no half step with Marcus J. We're going to go ahead and end the show right there. I want to go ahead and drop a few thank yous before I get into my moment. Thank you to my main man, Larry. We go way back. We appreciate you listening. Feel better, man. Go ahead and get you some Robitussin, man. Get that tussin to do something. And I want to say peace to Todd Cool and Throwback Lounge. You can listen to him here on globalscaleradio.net on Saturdays from 2 to 5. Ty, I saw your notes out there earlier. Unfortunately, we had moved past, but real quick, Big Rube, Ty agrees with you on the UFC. He's a big fan of it, and he said a long time ago that they would overtake boxing. So I got that in, Ty. I got it in like an hour and a half late, but I did get it in. Thank everybody for listening to us on globalscaleradio.net. It's because of y'all that we continue to be the highest rated show on Global Scale Radio. I also want to say thank you to everybody that's listening to us on MixLR. I see y'all out there. I want to say peace to all the people in Jersey City. Thank you so much for listening. I want to say thank you, very special thank you to our guests that we had tonight. We had Andrea Carter of Andrea Carter of Playtime Productions. She's producing and directing the play Yearning for Your Love this Saturday at the Miller Branch Library in Jersey City on the corner of Bergen and Clinton near Communiport Avenue. So I want to thank her, and a special thanks to a character that she brought with her mother, Pearl Bagwell. So special thanks to them. Thank you to everybody to listen. It's my time. It's time for me to get into what I want to get into with regards to my rant. And as I rant, I mean, it's something similar to what I ranted about before, but it still seems to be an issue. So I want to get in on it again. Somewhat similar to Big Rube and his vendetta against Chris Brown. I got a vendetta against one word. One word. But it's a powerful word. Everybody has their opinion on the word. Pretty soon, if you don't know already, you're going to know what my opinion of this word is. Now, as far as I can tell, this word was derived from the Spanish word negro. In 1640s, Spanish word negro, of course, means black. Over time, during the Middle Passage and during slavery, the word began to take an ominous connotation. When they saw the beautifully chocolate skin and hair like wool, they called them negro. But over time, negro was not a term of endearment. You see, they refused to learn the names of these negros. They saw, and over time, their Spanglish to English dialect changed the pronunciation of negro to the common pronunciation that we know today. The term is now probably the most offensive word in the English language. Its degree of offensiveness has increased markedly in recent years, although it has been used in a derogatory manner since at least the Revolutionary War. Since then, whenever anyone heard that word, it was said with hatred by the sayer and heard with contempt by the hearer. It was the meanest and nastiest thing you could call a person. Dictionary.com in part says the word means, quote, a victim of prejudice similar to that suffered by blacks, a person who is economically, politically, or socially disenfranchised, end quote. It continues. A person of any race or origin regarded as contemptible, inferior, ignorant, etc. So I ask, why would we ever want to call someone we want to endear ourselves to contemptible, inferior, or ignorant? Why would we want to show love to someone by telling them that they're economically, politically, or socially disenfranchised? That word in any pronunciation is not a term of endearment. It's one of the meanest, nastiest things you can say to a person. And the next time someone says it to you, you should punch them in their face, not take it as love. I'm often blown away by how freely folks use this word when referring to others or even themselves. I know no other culture or group of people that use the vile words designed to anger and humiliate them as a way to say, "What's up, my friend?" I've never seen any other culture that allows people of other cultures to attack them with such a negative word and join along in the assault as if it's okay. I see no other culture using the lame excuse of taking back the word to take away its power. It's sad and very small to be reduced to such negativity. But what's even worse to me is when we allow it and it often encourage it. And I know folks know it. That's why they type stars instead of typing the words out when they texting or they on Facebook. I'll never condone personal attacks or hatred against anyone. I'm especially appalled when those personal attacks and hate is directed at oneself. People as disparate as Richard Pryor, Eazy-E, and Michael Richards have used the word publicly for personal gain and or profit. But when Richard Pryor went to Africa, he ain't see contemptible, inferior, ignorant, economically, politically, or socially disenfranchised people. He saw a beautiful scene, worthy of positive speech and reverence, never used the word again after being there. I'm not saying I've never used it, but I believe that once one comes to the knowledge of something, they have a choice. And my choice is not to say it. That's the Marcus's unrelated rant that ain't got nothing to do with what we in here talking about today. It's the end of the show. I'm going to leave it there. Next week, be with us next Monday, the 16th, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. GlobalScaleRadio.net, highest rated show. Ain't no half stepping with Marcus J. I want to say peace to all the stars and all the squares. In the abundance of water, the fool is thirsty. Those are the words of Bob Marley. Ain't no half stepping with Marcus J. Be back next week. Peace.